gosh. They messed with the wrong one, dog. They messed with the wrong... All right, let me... Whew. 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 I'm good. I'm good. All right, let me educate y'all, okay? So it seems that most of you have forgot about Mr. Abraham Lincoln. Mr. I had my own enslaved workers. Mr. AKA slaves. Yeah, they don't want to tell you that, though. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to tell you that about Abraham Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? Abraham Lincoln was for black people, right? Yeah, he freed the slaves. Okay. Y'all must have forgot. Let's read this off, shall we? Together. Abraham Lincoln, right? Step 1. Lincoln didn't believe black people should have the same rights as white people. Huh? That's the same Abe Lincoln? On the penny, huh? All right, hold on, though. At Charleston, Illinois on September 18th, 1858, Lincoln made his position clear. I will say then that I am not nor ever have been in favor of bringing about in any way the social and political equality of the white and black races. I don't know how he actually sounds, but forget this dude, you know what I'm saying? Listen, he began going on to say that he opposed blacks having the right to vote, to serve on juries, to hold office, and to intermarry with whites. Am I missing something? Did y'all think Lincoln liked us or what? Huh? The same one on the $5 bill. That Lincoln? Huh? That guy? Oh, okay. I'm just making sure we're talking about the same person. What he did believe was that, like all men, black men had the right to improve their condition in society and to enjoy the fruits of their labor. In this way, they were equal to white men. And for this reason, slavery was inherently unjust. In the last speech of his life, delivered on April 11th, 1865, he argued for limited black suffrage, saying that any black man who had served the Union during the Civil War should have the right to vote. Why he say that, though? Was it to save the Union? Was it to save the Union? Not black people? Oh, okay. Hold on now. Hold on. We just getting started. You feel me? Hold on. Lincoln thought colonization could resolve the issue of slavery. Right. Is it just me or is it getting hot? Whew. For much of his career, Lincoln believed that colonization, or the idea that a majority of the African American population should leave the United States and settle in Africa or Central America, was the best way to confront the problem of slavery. That's right, makes perfect sense. Let's send the people who was here before us to a different freaking land. Huh? Y'all don't want to talk about it, huh? Y'all don't want to say black people was here first before white people. Is that right? Oh my gosh. Who y'all think the Quakers are fighting? Huh? Y'all thought black people, all black people just came from Africa, huh? Y'all better know y'all's history, dog. Y'all better know y'all's history. The foundation of Indians was black. Oh my gosh, dog. Y'all don't want to hear me. They don't want to hear me. Huh? Y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know the foundation of the Indians was black? Oh my God. Let me keep going, though, man. Henry Clay and Thomas Jefferson have both favored colonization. Both were enslavers who took issue with the aspects of slavery, but saw no way that black and white people could live together peaceably. Given the differences between the two races and the hostile attitudes of white people towards black people, Lincoln argued it would be better for us both, therefore, to be separate. Lincoln said what? Lincoln argued it would be better for us both, therefore, to be separated. Is that right, Lincoln? Huh? I thought you liked blacks. I thought you liked us. You know what I'm saying? They told us in school, you was for the people. You was for the colored people. Huh? You? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Ooh, let me sit down. They not ready. They ain't hearing me. Emancipation was a military policy, huh? The Civil War was fundamentally a conflict over slavery. Is that right? Huh? It's amazing how much they leave out of school. However, the way Lincoln saw it, emancipation when it came would have to be gradual. As the most important thing was to prevent the Southern Rebellion from severing the Union permanently in two. Thousands of enslaved people had fled Southern plantations to Union lines, and the federal government didn't have a clear policy on how to deal with them. Emancipation, Lincoln saw, would further undermine the Confederacy while providing the Union with a new source of manpower to crush the rebellion. Oh my gosh, dude. Am I reading this correctly? Like, is this real history? Like, this is the stuff that they don't really teach us in school? Abe Lincoln, huh? Y'all still don't believe it? The Emancipation Proclamation didn't actually free all enslaved people. It didn't. Juneteenth? Since Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation as a military measure, I wonder, could that be a part of martial law? Oh, I don't know. You know, since Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation as a military measure, it didn't apply to border slave states like Delaware, Maryland, Kentucky, and Missouri, all of which were loyal to the Union. Missouri actually had two competing governments, one loyal to and recognized by the Union, and one loyal to the Confederacy. So these fools was banging Crip and Blood at the same time. It's getting hot. Lincoln also exempted selected areas of the Confederacy that had already come under Union control in hopes of gaining the loyalty of white people in those states. In practice, then, the Emancipation Proclamation didn't immediately free a single enslaved person, as the only places it applied were places where the federal government had no control. The southern states currently fighting against the Union. So as long as you had control, you wasn't free. Is that? Lincoln's proclamation marked a crucial turning point in the evolution of Lincoln's views of slavery, as well as a turning point in the Civil War itself. By war's end, some 200,000 black men would serve in the Union Army and Navy, striking a mortal blow against the institution of slavery and paving the way for its eventual abolition by the 13th Amendment. Y'all ain't trying to hear me. Abe Lincoln, bro. I thought you was for us. Y'all thought he was for us. Woo! This is why you do your own research, people. Quit relying on white people or anybody else who wants to tell you fake history, fake news. Y'all still ain't believing me? All right. Let me bring up some receipts, you know what I'm saying? Some actual quotes from Abe Lincoln, huh? On August 14th, the remarks formed part of a Dallas Morning News column by former Texas State Senator Jerry Patterson, who wrote, during his famous debates with Senator Stephen Douglas, Lincoln explained to the crowd, I am not, nor ever have been, in favor of bringing about in any way the social and political equality of the white and black races. I am not, nor ever have been, in favor of making voters or jurors of Negroes, nor of qualifying them to hold office, nor to intermarry with white people. And I will say, in addition to this, that there is a physical difference between the white and black races, which I believe will forever forbid the two races from living together on terms of social and political equality. And inasmuch as they cannot so live while they do remain together, there must be a position of a superior and inferior, and I, as much as any other man, am in favor of having the superior position assigned to the white race. Lincoln was no different than most white males north and south at the time. He was a white supremacist. Say it ain't so. Our founding forefather, huh? Abe Lincoln. The Chicago Times report, reprinted in Harold Holzer's 1993 Lincoln Douglas debates. I will say then that I am not, nor ever have been, in favor of making voters of the Negroes or jurors. Y'all, I'm done, okay? I'm done. Just know your history. This is why you see Abe Lincoln the only president to turn left on money. He's also brown and worth 1 cent. He only freed the slaves in order to save the Union. It had nothing to do with Lincoln loving black people or thinking that it wasn't fair for slavery to be there. If it wasn't for the Union to be saved, who knows, slavery might still be right now as we speak. Nobody knows. All we know is 1865. He saved the Union, and we are here today. Even though this is still modern day slavery, just in a different form and fashion, which that's for a different time and a different story. But my point is clear. Abe Lincoln was not for black people. Stop spreading this lie. Stop spreading fallacy across the board. This is the truth. Know your history.
I think it's fair to say that Abraham Lincoln had convictions. But he constantly was making concessions and compromises. I've got the Emancipation Proclamation hanging up in the Oval Office. And if you read that document, for those of you who have not read it, it doesn't emancipate everybody. It actually declares the slaves who are in areas that have rebelled against the Union are free, but it carves out various provinces, various parts of various states that are still in the Union. You can keep your slaves. Now think about that. That's the great emancipator was making a compromise in the Emancipation Proclamation because he thought it was necessary in terms of advancing the goals of preserving the Union and winning the war. And then ultimately, after the war was completed, you then had the 13th and 14th and 15th Amendments. No, so, you know what? If Abraham Lincoln could make some compromises as part of governance, then surely we can make some compromises when it comes to handling our budget.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't